Oh, no. On the way to the hotel, I'm getting text messages from Carl from Who Are These Podcasts, sister-in-law, Christina, who's lovely, and her husband, Grant, Carl's brother. They want to meet up. They said that we're downstairs having lunch. And I want lunch. I'm like, okay, I'll meet up with you guys for lunch. And she's like, oh, Patrick Melton's here. So I guess Patrick had met up with them for lunch too. And I think she's completely oblivious to the fact that I'm not a Melton fan. I'm not a Melton guy. So I was like, okay. And then she told Patrick that Chad's coming. And he immediately goes, I don't think this is a good idea. I swear to God, he can deny it. I mean, he lies all the time. So he quickly left because he heard I was coming. And I get down there and I'm saying, what's going on? Where's Patrick? And they're like, oh, yeah, he got out of here. He's gone. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. What a bitch. What a bitch. I mean, he is a bitch. I mean, he talks so tough in his room and in his basement, but in person, he's a bitch. Anyways, we have a nice lunch. It's a nice time. We have a nice conversation. We're shooting the shit. And then it's around 3. I'm like, I got to check into the hotel. I got to check into my room.
Oh, God, Christina Marie is watching. I need Christina Marie to call into this program. The phone number's in the description. The phone number's pinned to the top of the chat. I need Christina Marie to call into this program. We were going to do a show with her in Atlantic City because Chad, ended up going on live and lying about her, basically. And she wanted to come on and set the record straight to let everybody know that Chad's the one who didn't want to see Melton in Atlantic City. It was not the other way around. The minute he found out she was hanging with me, Chad was like, oh, I can't. You need to come up and meet me. I'm not going to. But Chad says, Melton ran for me twice. What a bitch. He can spin it any way he wants. He can have all the witnesses in the world. He can have text evidence that I was the one who didn't want to see Melton. But fact is, he ran from me twice.
When the wind, rain, and thunder assail you, remember you are the storm.
Wow. Christina Marie said, oh, well, yes, that's true. Please call in. I just want to get it on record. I told you and I told Grant, I don't need you guys to tell anything but the truth. Flimsy Greenberg, Grant, Carl's brother, and Christina Marie, Carl's sister-in-law, Grant's husband. It's not how she thinks of herself. She thinks of herself as Carl's sister-in-law. Trust me. Everyone sat there while Chad didn't want to come see me. I mean, it's so insane. There's no other way to spin that. I didn't. Literally, Chad said Melton ran from lunch when he found out I was coming. No. We stayed eating lunch, and Christina Marie and Grant had to go up and meet Chad because Chad didn't want to come down and see Melton. These are facts. These are real facts that really happen. Flimsy Greenberg says, those are the facts, so help me God. Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. It's insane to think I would leave a room because I heard Chad was coming. And I guess that's what he's going with for the nighttime show too, as if we didn't announce earlier. As soon as we get audio or video of Chad's show, we'll be going live again to cover that. Imagine Melton running from lunch. That's true. Imagine me leaving lunch. All right, this is Carl's sister-in-law. This is Christina Marie. Hi.
Good morning.
Now, I know we wanted to do this while we were there for more effectiveness, but can you just recap what happened at that lunch in your own words and tell the whole truth? Don't beat around the bush.
So, I honestly didn't know that there was any issue between you and Chad. I didn't keep up with the Chad Melton verse part of the Dabbleverse. So when I had told Chad that we were downstairs in that cafeteria area, I didn't say anything because I didn't think there was an issue.
No, hold on. But up until that point, he was coming to the hotel. He was going to skip registration and going to his room. He was coming straight to lunch.
Yes. So he said, oh, since you're already down there, I'll just skip checking in and come straight down. Since, you're already there, I'll just come right there. I said, oh, yeah, that's great. And then I told you that Chad is coming down, and you said you might want to tell him I'm here since he's not very happy with me or something along those lines.
Yeah, I
So-
know how Chad operates, and I know he turns on people. So I said, if you don't tell Chad that I'm here, he'll accuse you of ambushing him. I just was looking
That
out
was
for
what
you.
you said.
Right. I just wanted.
Yes, that's
If you don't tell Chad that I'm here, he'll be like, "What is this? You guys set me up to meet Melton?"
That's very true. That is very true. You were trying. You honestly were trying. Yes, correct. So I worded it to him. You know how I am. I tried to be politically correct, and I said I didn't know there was an issue. Melton's down here, and he sent the text or the message back that you posted that said, "I'm not ready to see Melton yet." So then we decided to meet upstairs. So what he said was not true. You didn't run. And actually, you did stay downstairs when I went upstairs. So had we come straight down, you probably would have still been there. But we were upstairs for a little bit, and whoever went what way
But
went what
just
way.
to be clear, Chad was the one who didn't want to be where I was.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I
100%
need.
correct.
And then she told Patrick that Chad's coming, and he immediately goes, I don't think this is a good idea. I swear to God, he can deny it. I mean, he lies all the time. So he quickly left because he heard I was coming.
That's all I
And
need.
you posted it, and I saw the comments under it, and someone said that could be fake. And you said, yeah, you're right. Who's Melton? Who's Melton anyway? I'm fake too.
Right. It was insane.
Funny.
And people in the chat are saying you sound very wholesome and stuff. I couldn't agree more. I really do worry about you. You should talk to Skinny Tooth John. You will get turned on by this guy.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to sit back and watch and listen from now on. I think I've
And
been burned.
real quick, you did come down later and eat second lunch with Chad or watch him eat lunch. Can you describe how that went? Well, just tell the truth. What did he get and how did he eat it?
Okay, so it's the truth, and it's coming from a caring perspective, not a gossiping perspective. I don't have any ill will towards anyone. My family is the kind of family where we're Italian, we feed people, we love everyone. That's just how I was brought up. So that's why I love everyone. Let me put that out there. But we were downstairs, and Chad had gotten lunch. And I told Chad from like months ago, I said, I want to take you out to lunch. So I said, I'm going to pay for it. And Chad said, no, I'll pay for it. And, I said, no, I told you a while back I'd pay for your lunch. So I bought Chad lunch. And we were chatting while he was eating, but he was having a hard time because he was shaking a lot. And later on, I did talk to the gentleman called the Sorcerer, who is a PhD, about that because I was curious. So many people had mentioned alcohol, but the man that is a PhD had also mentioned there might be other situations other than alcohol that could cause that. But anyways, he was shaking so badly it was very difficult for him.
He was eating a
to eat, and I
he was
felt
eating a burrito with a fork, is what you told me. And as it came up to his mouth, stuff would fall off the fork. He was shaking so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. Oh my God.
And then I also, Flimsy Greenberg's in the chat, and several other people verified this, that when they shook his hand that night, like after the show, buying a shirt and stuff, that he was trembling.
Yeah, I thought it might have been nerves, but I think there's a deeper rooted issue. And I don't know about the insurance situation with people who are 1099, but he may want to be looked at.
All right. That's all I wanted is you to verify. And again, Flimsy was there. Everybody saw it. I didn't run from Chad at lunch. He was the one who literally said, I can't come down if Melton's there.
Absolutely.
What a bitch. What a bitch. I mean, he is a bitch.